Welcome back. This video is a beach review of Tro Beach. And before I get into that and before I take you along the ride to the beach, first thing is I found the gym. Because for myself, staying in shape is a must. No matter if I'm home, if I'm traveling, if I'm sick, I'm still going to the gym no matter what. So when I travel, I always try to find some places to work out at. I know some people who travel and they also make videos, they find it difficult to stay in shape, but it's mainly due to not being disciplined and you eating the wrong foods. Those are the two most important things that some people just can't get a grasp on. Having discipline and eating the right foods. You have to have both. You can't have one and not the other. If you're disciplined and you're eating McDonald's and you're still not eating the right kinds of foods, then it doesn't matter. And if you're eating the right kind of foods, but you're not disciplined and going to the gym at least a couple of times out the week, then it's not going to work out for you. You're not going to see any results. So you're going to find that when you travel, you're going to have an unpredictable schedule. You might have limited access to gyms because you didn't research ahead of time. And you're going to have those on-the-go eating habits of just eating anything, mainly junk. And you're never going to see any results. So when it comes to traveling and trying to stay in shape at the same time, it's all about discipline and nutrition, which is eating the right types of foods. Now, since we got that out the way, I'm about to get ready, take a shower, and walk to downtown to get a taxi to start this beach review of Tro Beach. As mentioned in my last video, I was trying to make a decision before I came to Mauritius of where should I stay in the capital. I had two choices. One choice was staying at the beach, which is the beach you will see today. And my second choice was staying in downtown or near downtown. And I chose to stay here, which is near downtown. And you'll see very soon the reason why I think I made a good choice of staying near downtown versus staying on the beach. Staying downtown allows me to be more immersive, gaining the cultural experience versus if I was to stay at the beach. Because here in downtown, you're in the heart of the capital and you're surrounded by, as you can see, local markets, historical sites, and in my opinion, the atmosphere is just a little bit more authentic versus staying at the beach and surrounded by tourists like myself. Also, if you stay in downtown like myself, you're centrally located in the capital, which means that when it comes to transportation, you're more convenient in scheduling day trips or visiting other parts of the island versus if you were to stay at the beach, which you will see, like I mentioned, very soon. So when making your decision, you have to take in all these things in consideration. If you like myself and you're a beach type person, and usually when you travel to countries and cities that have beaches and you usually stay at the beach or near the beach, take in consideration some of the things I mentioned. Ultimately, the choice between downtown and beachfront accommodation comes down to your personal preference. But so far, staying downtown allowed me to have more interaction with the local community, and that's been my experience so far. Also, when it comes to getting transportation, downtown you have buses, also you have taxis, and you can choose between the two.
Which beach is the best?
Which beach is the best?
Yes.
You get Blue Bay,
Uh-huh.
Perebeer, Chicken
That's in the north?
Where?
Perebeer?
Perebeer in the north.
Okay.
Chicken in the south. Blue Bay in the... No, Chicken in west. Blue Bay south.
So the best beaches are in the north or south?
Hmm?
What has the best beaches, the north or south?
South.
The south is better.
But you know Wakashu?
No.
Wakashu, the boat has crashed in Mauritius.
Oh, okay.
The beach not good out the south now. All beach in the north.
In the north.
Yeah. You not listen Wakashu?
No. What is that?
A boat crash.
Oh, okay. Is this the market? No.
It's a road.
Oh, it's a road.
So I was recommended that the best beaches are in the south, and that was based on my driver's opinion. So if you're from Mauritius or if you have visited Mauritius before, would you agree that the south has better beaches than the north? If you do choose to stay in downtown and now you're wondering, well, how far is the distance from downtown to the beach, to Tro Beach? It took us about 23 minutes. But as you can see along this video, it's no traffic. So if you choose to come and it is traffic, you might can double that time. Instead of 23 minutes, it could be close to an hour. So it all depends on the time of day you choose to visit this beach. Here we go. Let's start the review of Tro Beach. And it's more of a beach town. So again, take this in consideration. It's a beach town, which means that you're going to have less things to do when it comes to activities. You're going to have less grocery stores if you're planning on staying in an apartment and cooking your own foods. You're going to have less of everything since it's a beach town. And it took, again, 23 minutes to get here. But if it was traffic, it might be double that time. So if you plan to stay at this beach and you want to go in town to buy souvenirs, you want to buy different types of spices, that all means it's going to take time away from your vacation of going back and forth from the beach to downtown, from downtown to the beach. So you have to make a choice of what best suits you. You want to stay at this beach and just be surrounded by tourists, or stay downtown and be surrounded more of Mauritian people. So those are your two options. What do I think of this beach? Like my driver said, this is a nice beach, but Mauritius offers better beaches than Tro Beach. And that came from a Mauritian resident and also from a tourist, myself. From being here at this beach, it is a nice beach, but again, the things to do is limited if you plan on staying in a hotel at this beach. So again, it all boils down to your personal preference. I can give you an example. I like to eat at different restaurants, experimenting with different Mauritian foods. Well, while staying downtown, there's a diverse range of dining options. You come to this beach, it is very limited, and most likely most of your dining options will be inside your hotel. Now, there are dining options besides the options you will find if you choose to stay in a hotel here. But what I'm saying is the dining options here compared to the dining options in downtown, it's no comparison. Of course, you're going to have more dining options downtown. So you just make the choice after watching this video and doing your own research. When you choose to come to the capital, where exactly do you want to stay? Do you want to stay on the beach, or do you rather stay in downtown and just be centrally located? If you choose to go to the beach, you'll just be doing like myself. From being at this beach, I can say that the water is a nice blue turquoise colored water, and this beach offers like a perfect blend of natural beauty. Also, as you can see right here, there is water activities if you choose to, and all that means is that it's family friendly orientated. Plus, you have accommodations of different hotels you can stay here at the beach. What I would recommend if you choose to come to the capital is Visit more than one beach so that you'll get a feel of if you plan to revisit where to stay next. If you're wondering how busy this beach gets when it comes to tourists, so far it is not a lot of tourists, but I'm pretty sure towards or getting close near the end of the year, it's going to change because you're going to have lots of people on vacation and again wanting to escape their winter environment to a much more tropical and warmer environment like here in Mauritius. And that's when you're going to see a much busier beach. So take that into thought also in consideration of coming here to Mauritius. So after visiting this beach, it is a must that I go to another beach so I can make a good comparison of which is the better beach of the two that I have visited. And I have my Mauritian friend who will show me the next beach in which she feels that is much better than True Beach. So far as a viewer, what do you think of this beach? How does the look of this beach compare to some of the beaches that you have visited here in Mauritius or beaches in other countries that you have visited? If you're Mauritian, do you think this is one of your top beaches? Leave all that down in the comment section below. And once you do decide to come to this beach, your Uber or your taxi is going to take you on this main road which leads to the beach. And on this main road, you'll find that there's lots of food options on the side that you can choose from. Not as much options as in downtown in the city, but you still have a good few amount of options here. But keep in mind, they close at a certain time of night versus in downtown where things is open a little bit longer. So when they do close, then you'll be left with only eating at your hotel on the beach or the limited amount of restaurants within this beach town. And as mentioned in my last video, the foods here in Mauritius is not just good, but it's great. You have lots of food options when it comes to Mauritian foods. So you don't have to worry about how the food is in Mauritius. It's great. So far on this trip, since I stay in an apartment, I make my own breakfast. And when it comes to lunch and dinner, usually I'll go out and I'll buy these things of what people have suggested that I try and experiment with. And also with things that I find delicious and I can just eat every day. Also, something very important is to make sure that when you do come to this beach that you have made arrangements with your driver to either wait for you at the beach or come back at a certain time to pick you up and take you back to wherever you're staying at if you choose not to stay here at this beach. There are taxis here, but most of the taxis that I came across, they're waiting for someone or someone has contacted them to come and pick them up to take them to wherever they're staying at near this beach or in downtown. So it would be best for you to negotiate of the total price of coming to this beach and taking you back to wherever you're staying at versus just coming to this beach and being dropped off and then trying to find a way back to the place you're staying at. I was on the hunt to find some souvenirs, and there are some souvenir places at this beach that you can buy different types of clothing or magnets stickers, or different things that you collect when you travel. What I usually collect is refrigerator magnets from each country and city that I visit. So I bought some of those to take with me. And as I walk along, you can see that this is a beach town type of feeling. And these are the things you will see if you choose to stay here at this beach or if you choose to come and visit this beach. Also, if you choose to rent a car, there's lots of different agencies here that you can rent different types of cars if you choose to. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm on vacation, so I don't want to have the hassle and stress of maybe getting in an accident or something happen to the car. So it is an option if you choose to, but I wouldn't do it, especially if it's your first time visiting the country and you're not familiar with the streets and roads and of where to go and where not to go. I wouldn't do it, but again, that's all up to you and your preference. As we walk along, we can see that there's other hotel options that you can choose from that is not directly on the beach, but is still walking distance to the beach if you choose to stay here in True Beach. So that's about it. That is in conclusion of my beach review. And I hope that some of the information I gave will help you in your decision making when you choose to come here to Mauritius. And until then,